Jim, and as summing up, Ben Kay had a lot of credit to the way Saints performed, with the exception of those series of scrums on their own line, which saw the yellow cards and really going to them, down to them in terms of momentum. How pivotal do you think that period of time was?
Yeah, it was pretty important. Of course, you know, they only got 3 points out of it, but it did reduce us from 15 to 13 men. And of course, over that 10-minute period, it puts a lot of stress on those 13 men and tires you out. So it was an important time, but we came through it, you know, and I thought we battled well and had a chance to really come back in the game right at the end. So scored a good try. Really pleased with some of the performances, particularly of the younger lads.
In many respects, it's a shame to start off with talking about that, and it will be a big talking point, you know, in the papers over the next few days, because in the first half everything was very controlled and you went in with a half-time lead.
Yeah, we did, and we play some good rugby, but you know, Leicester do have their strengths, and the set piece and the scrum particularly is one of those. And in a year, it's Dan Cole. They've got two very, very fine props who can put teams under pressure, and you know, that's what happened. The rest of the game was pretty even, I thought. You know, we stuck in at half time. It was very, very close. We came out when you were into a breeze, but we needed to move the ball, and I thought we moved it well. And I guess with a little bit more luck and a bit of a bounce of the ball, we may have scored another try or two.
Conceded a try early in the first half as well. How well did the players respond to that, in your opinion?
I think they responded really well. I think the heads didn't go down at all. It just came back, and we started just working at that lead, closing down the lead, taking our chances when they occurred. So I was pleased. It was a real 23-man effort today. Everybody worked so hard. We gave some good chances to people who needed some game time, and there's a lot of players now who've held their hands up, asking, you know, to start next week.
That brings us nicely on to next week, because how difficult does that game today make selection, and especially in the way that everybody responded, as you said?
No, I think really good, and it shows that we have got some good strength in depth with our experienced players, but also some of the younger lads coming through as well. So it's where we want to be. It's at the finished 22 games. We're top of the Premiership, and we've got a good squad who are generally fit, majority fit, raring to go, and really looking forward to the game.
Given how it hinged on the set piece, were you quite surprised by how the first half unfolded? There's so much running rugby from both teams.
I think it just gets to that at this time of year. I think if it was middle of winter, and particularly with Leicester's pitch, you know, that can limit how much rugby you play. But I think as pitches harden up, the ball is moved around a lot more. Teams want to play rugby, and I think that happened today.
Quick word about the youngsters in the team. Tom Stevenson scored a try. Now he's, you know, building up his first team experience quite nicely, but Premiership debuts, FIBA Premiership debuts for Howard Patman and Sam Mulder.
I think it's brilliant for those lads who've worked hard all the season. They've played some wondrous games, and Howard in particular has played some under-20s international games, but it's great to see him come through, and this is what we want. We want local lads, academy lads who've been through the system, come through the academy system, and now we're seeing the benefits with them playing for the first team.
Finally, there'll be a lot of focus on Saints Saracens next week during the week in the media sessions and the press. But immediate thoughts on that matchup?
It's going to be a cracking match. We know each other pretty well, to be honest. Saracens are a great side. We've had some very close games against them, not just over the last few years, but recently, this season as well. So it's going to be a cracking match, and one we'll all look forward to.